Okay, we learned how to put the object in the scene and also the camera in the scene and how we can use it. Alright, it's time to fix a simple problem. The problem is when we launch our object and our application, we can see the objects in the scene in any distance. For example, when the camera in here, or we can change it in here. As you can see in the main camera, we can see the capsule in here and it is make no sense. So we have to manage the distance between object and AR camera in real time. For that, I propose to create a C# script and change the name to point manager. I propose to point management. Okay. And right now we're opening the Visual Studio to start our coding. Okay. I want to remove all of them and create a new variable. It's called public game object AR cam. It means AR camera. The main AR camera in our scene. Okay. The next variable is public game object OBJ. It is equal that objects we want to show. The object which we want to show when the user reach the point. And also we create an internal variable, it's called float dist. The current distance between AR camera and object. And also we create a variable, it's called float range. For example, 2 meters. The range of show the object. Okay. At first we create a new void, it's called awake. We say AR camera equal game object dot find AR camera. If if it is null, it's better to put it manually in inspector, but write this order to be sure it is not null. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're using the void fixed update to check the distance between AR camera and object in per frame. We say once again if it is not null, start checking. At first calculate the distance between object and AR camera. We're using the vector tree, the distance transform dot position comma AR cam dot transform dot position. Okay, and we say if dist equal less than range object dot set active true, and for example print for us game object dot name plus has been reached. Okay, and also when we are out of the range we say okay, object.setActive false. We don't need it. Let us try to repeat it several times per frame. Okay, that's it. Let's compile it. It's done. Okay, it is our capsule. We say point manager to here. We can drag and drop the AR camera to this variable. Caution, it is really important because the positioning system of AR camera is by AR camera, not AR session. To be sure, you're dragging the AR camera for this variable. Okay, and also we say okay, when we reach this object we want to show the cube on this position. We drag and cube as a child of this capsule and we remove the mesh renderer of it. We don't need the collider as well. Okay, we call it point and obj. Okay, drag and drop the obj in here, and we can say in the first moment the obj is equal false. Okay, what will happen when the AR camera reach the distance less than 2 meters from this object? The cube will be appeared. Okay, let's do testing here. We don't need this camera. Our mission will be with AR camera. Putting in here, for example. Okay, our AR camera in here. Okay, let's play the scene. As you can see, when we reach less than 2 meters distance between AR camera and object, we can see the cube. And when we are out of the range, it will be hide. For example, change the range to 5 meters. That's it. It works. And it will work in real space. For example, in the real space, when we launch the application, when we are exactly in this position, and we're going forward to this position, when we reach the 5 meter distance from this position, we can see the cube in real space as an AR object. Okay, the creating a range number, it's a little bit difficult because we have to all the time the test. We want something to show us exactly the range. in the editor. The next step is here. We say if Unity editor okay. Oh, sorry. We say void undraw gizmos, and we create an endif in here. Okay, we say Unity editor dot handles dot color equal color dot green, my favorite color. Okay, Unity editor dot handles dot draw we need to have draw wire dicts. This one, yes, and we say transform dot position comma transform dot up comma the range. The scale of this circle around of our object is the range. When we change the range, we will see the scale of this gizmo and the circle around of object will be changed. So the final thing is editor handles dot label. We want to put a label to be able to read the range number exactly at that position. Transform dot position comma game object dot name plus range equal range. That's it. Let's go to the testing editor. As you can see, right now we can see the better view of our range. The name of object is point, and we can see the range of it. For example, we say 0.11. It is 0.111, and the range of it is 1.5 by 5.5. When we put our object exactly in here, it is the equal of our distance. Okay. It's ready to test in real condition.